Hallway was good.
Jesus is the way. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to be overly religious and stuff, but yeah, Jesus is the way.
Yeah, you guys thought like I use a different approach to DRB. I'm taking introducing first before doing my own. Anyways, your boy that Kizz for DRKIE. I'm sorry to see your faces again. I love you guys so much. Thank you for doing what you do. We appreciate you. From Paul and I, we love you, and then we don't take you guys for granted. Namaste. Today, let's talk about the buzzing guys everywhere. People are talking about this boy like he's not too well. Talking about Buju Benson, Buju Benson. Otherwise, it's best to share the conversation. And there's a Buju. We was at the point where he actually sent flowers to Christiano, and at the time nobody knew why he was doing all of that, but not until when we saw the song and everything. For Benson, what do you think is that stuff that's made him stand out, like for himself as a person?
I think that he's actually a very hardworking person, and Benson is an amazing singer. And there's just this freshness that he brought into the industry, which was something like extremely different from every other thing that any other person had. And I remember one time he was acclaimed to be the hook master, where it's like if you have a song and then you put Benson in the hook, you know that song is gonna like, you know, we've seen it in many instances. If we have to start to give a list now, we'll be here for like the whole time. So you know, I mean, like that's even one out of the many lots.
Yeah, true,
so Benson is a very solid artist, and I mean all the successes that he's enjoying right now well deserved.
Do you think he's being underrated at the moment?
Who's underrating Benson? People should not do that, because really, I mean, if we had this conversation maybe like 2 years ago, probably. But right now, don't do that. I mean, like, if you want to chip in conversations in terms of people or like artists who are like maybe like in the new school,
yeah,
quote and unquote, who are doing so well right now, Benson definitely makes a cut in that conversation.
Yeah. Anyways, at the time we saw where Benson actually dropped the song, the Gwagwalada song rather, and then straight up it went to number one at the time, and then we saw people talking about how they really cannot believe the song was number one. Some people were like, they've never seen the song, they don't edit, how is it number one? So it's just people notion back to the fact that stream farms exist, and Benson is one person. Benson and his counterpart, person who always fights with Ruga, they have been in conversation always for using stream farm, always. So if there's any victim of stream farm I've heard people talk about, it's always Benson and Ruga. So Benson in the street, he has just people that stream the song, which is not real and they're not organic and all of that, and which made. Do you think that conversation actually made less of that song?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, we cannot exhaustively say that these people are actually using stream farms. We don't have the details, except that you are in the management and you understand that these things actually exist. We cannot really like sit down here and start to speculate, right? But we don't take away the fact that these guys are amazing artists, and anybody will have their opinion and will say anything that they want to say about, you know, stuff like that, especially when it comes to the Benson and the Ruga type of conversation in relation to like stream farms and stuff. But when Gwagwalada dropped, I knew that it was going to be a big song. It had the potential to be a big song. So seeing it at number one, I wasn't really surprised. So people have their opinion, and that's just one of it. You know, I know that, you know, when a song drops, for example, especially when it comes to do with a song with an A-list artist or B-list artist, people want to start to attach different metrics to it as, oh, stream farm or stream farm. These guys have real fans. They have real fans, people who can, you know, just stay up in 2 nights and just be streaming their songs, you know. Not because they really want to just waste data or anything like that, but because they really love the song. I, for one, when the song dropped, I played it a couple of times because Gwagwalada has a very serious replay value. Yeah. So let's bar all these type of conversations, which obviously is a part of the game. People are going to talk, definitely. And then, of course, these feedbacks are also good for, you know, for your management and all of that stuff. But I don't think that is anything that has to do with stream farm. The song is top. It's a top song and deserves to be at number one.
Yeah, he said this song is a top song and it deserves to be at number one. Well, not too long after it was number one, so where the old table started in your holiday, Stability came.
That was Rema.
Rema came. But then it's funny how Rema Holiday at the moment has now been sent back to number two. Gwagwalada is back on number 1 again. And then a lot of persons actually say all of this happened because of this that happened. You saw where he dropped the video. Before we talk about back to number 1, let's talk about the video a bit. You saw where he dropped the video, and then the opening act of the video was when they actually had this hijab, and the hijab lady, or not even hijab, the Catholic lady, sister, and with smokes and all of that. Now, we've seen the religious folks come out to say they are displeased about some certain stuff. Now, this is a picture of a Catholic, an organization.
Catholic nun. Yeah, that's a Catholic nun.
Catholic nun who they are supposed to be sane in behaviors, and their morals supposed to be kept high and everything. And then you're using this person, portraying her to be that person, smoking. Do you think it has values? You breached something that concerns a religion?
The truth of the matter is, yes, you have like religious, ethics and stuff, if we have to put it that way. For lack of better words, we just use ethics. But the thing is, art is so varied right now, where like different things mean different things to different people. And then how you really want to explain or characterize your art is personal to you. Now, I always say this thing every time I have the chance to say it, like, just be your own person and just have your own religious affinity and how like it works for you. You cannot categorically sit in one place and just demand that people should just be a certain way because you're that way, right? Respect to, the Catholic faith. I know this is a picture of a nun. When I saw the video the first time, I was like, oh, this is just going to be very controversial. And these guys, they actually live for controversy.
Yeah.
Anything to make people talk. So it might just be like a subtle diversion of the obvious fact that, okay, yes, nuns in Catholicism nuns are meant to be morally upright. There's a sense of purity around them. And then in this video, we see how it starts. She's holding a lighter and then lighting a cigarette. So, see, if you want to even dig deep into this conversation, Daki will not leave here, because I have many ways to actually explain this thing, but I don't want to really go very deep into it because people are going to be confused. But as a literary artist, I will tell you, for example, that these things connote different things, and how you want to actually approach it in terms of the subject is personal to you. This could be that nuns are seen to be very like sanctimonious, but you cannot tell what they can do behind closed doors. That's one meaning out of the varied meanings it can possibly have. So, but I know that this is clearly a way to get people to talk. It's a subtle clout. I can tell you for free, Daki. I feel better than for this life. Say they know anything that they do, and it was just for clout.
Yeah, I'm always saying that's for clout. But then, don't you think it's an expensive clout? Because if these guys,
expensive clout?
If this body come out to say want to sue you,
want to take you to court? Who controls the body? Who controls the body? Can. Yes. To do what exactly? Out of the many bigger issues in the country, this is the one they're going to go after.
If they want to make this one a case, because this is also one of...
They shouldn't even attempt to make it a case, because the people who are going to make a case for them will come out again and lambast them, because this is very infinitesimal. Why should you bother your head about this? There are bigger issues there are very big religious issues out there. Why are you not talking about it? There are bigger political issues. Why are you not talking about it? Is it Buju Benson does not even care about you? Does not even have...
So are you saying now that... Are you now saying that because it's a clout and it will make people talk about them, people should start using... I'm not permitting
it. I'm not saying that it's wrong or it's right. That guy, like, who even defines what is right or wrong? All I'm saying is, bro, if you have an artistic style to approach wherever it is you want to approach, bro, do it. By all means, do it. Don't offend people, because you cannot satisfy people. They are not puff. You are not jollof rice.
Don't offend people.
Don't offend people. Don't make people... No, don't offend people. Don't make people happy.
But this is offensive.
In your own definition,
might be offensive. Okay.
Why are we even arguing about this? We're actually arguing because I'm telling you for a fact that this is really just an artistic expression of art, basically.
Okay, I'll let you guys finish the conversation on this.
I know they will agree with me.
I hope so. Moving on, we saw where and the video pop actually started, and then we have the notes, and obviously Benson, Daniel, and Seyi Vibez for the collaboration, the way it was selected.
Yeah.
What we rated 1 over 10.
Perfect. 10 over 10, 11 over 10. Because for me, when I saw the lineup, I knew that Buju was very, 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 very intentional about getting people he wanted on the song. I mean, Kizz Daniel is doing bonkers right now. He's always in the conversation in terms of not like headlining stuff, but
Kizz Daniel, yeah?
Kizz Daniel has no bad songs. Wait, I need to even ask Donny Fesky. Maybe like I'll call him and ask him, because one of the times we used to have these conversations like, this guy doesn't have any bad song.
Why is that? Why is he not now in the conversation? If we're talking top 4-5 artists, why is it, or top 4 artists, why is Daniel name not there?
We'll talk about that in a later time, but I'm telling you that this guy has no bad songs. That's one. And two, Seyi Vibez is one person who has actually even like started topping charts, dropping bangers. The street is chopping him left, right, and center. There's nobody in the streets right now who is a very, very street-oriented listener of music who does not know Seyi Vibez song back to back. So Benson putting him on the record alongside Kizz Daniel was like very, 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 very thoughtful.
Yeah, very thoughtful of Benson. At the time we saw where Benson actually started the song, saw him dressed up like this. For Benson, he used about 2-3 attires for the song.
Yeah.
Kizz Daniel used only one. Yeah, it was giving us the boss vibe where just stand up this thing, sit down, senior man thingy. And then we had the Seyi Vibez, silver teeth, silver brush and everything. Amazing video, amazing body of work. So where they had this amazing one from them. But on the video, do you think it was one that actually made the song back to number one?
Yes, because I think that people are very moved by what they see.
Yeah.
And when they can exemplify all the characters, you listen to a song, you already have like a mental picture of what you think that it might look like.
Yeah.
And then probably when the song or the video comes out, it almost like matches your expectations. So it makes it very relatable. Like, it makes you almost feel like you were even a part of the creative process. That's how it is for art. Yeah. So I think that it did well. I mean, big ups to Perlin, because I thought it was a TG thing, because it's not TG. It's not TG. It looks like a TG thing. It looks like a TG boy. Very colorful. Yeah. The outfit, the styling was great. The movement, cinematography from one scene to another scene. You had like the Jimmy Fallon expression in the video as well. It moved from different scenes even to the trenches. So everything was really like exemplified. I felt like, I mean, shout out to Pelix for that amazing video, man. That video was a 10-10 for me, man.
Shout out to Pelix for that one. Yeah, these are at the moment the top 10 for the Nigerian community sounds like this. We have Gwagwalada number 1, Holiday number 2, So number 3, Sabris number 4, Moto by Logio number 5, People number 6, Who's Your Guy number 7, Reason number 8, Ashwaju number 9, Jolie on number 10. For this one, before we wrap up on this one on the video, for you, is it a hit or a miss for you, the video generally? Body of work, structure, props, costumes, people that were used and everything. Is it a 10 over 10 for you?
Very, very, very much 10 over 10. I felt like it wasn't like a heavy budget type of video in terms of like monetary value, but I know that it was a 10 over. It might not actually match up the whole TG type of vibe in terms of like, because TG is actually very, very detailed. It takes time to like do a lot of things, his props, his sets is like fire, like crazy. But I mean, like, I'm not trying to like compare both of them together in terms of Pelix and TG, but that video is a 10 over 10. He did a fantastic job.
Okay, yeah, let's do some comment saying to yes, Kizz Daniel, okay, spiritual, smooth jam. Who agree one day Buju will win Grammy? Benson, don't disappoint. Buju voice is pure and unique. So the person saying Buju will go places if you believe. All of that is just saying a lot of people are pouring accolades on Benson.
And rightly so.
You feel so?
And rightly so.
You feel so?
Rightly so.
Anyways, guys, we come to the end of the conversation on Benson and video Gwagwalada and everything. What's your thoughts? Do you agree with Paul Way 100%? In case you are still doubting, watch this video again from the beginning. We've said a lot of stuff. Pinpoint what we've said, topic by topics, and then if you agree with it, let me see 100%. If you don't agree, let me see why you don't agree with me in the comment section, and then I'll show it to you when you're done. Guys, I'll catch you in the very next one. Stay safe and be careful.